Hello everyone, I'm Iron Phoenix and welcome back to Agrarian Skies. And I spent a good part of my day yesterday, apart from, work, working on the facility. And I got quite a bit of this stuff done. It's mainly just the annoying little quests that take quite a lot of time to do. So things like, for example, getting the exotic spore, the ancient spores, for Fungus Among Us. Once you get it, getting soul sand is easy enough to do, but it's just the case of actually getting to the point where you are making soul sand. And in case you don't know and you are wondering, basically take your sand, got some mycelium down here. We have a stone barrel that had water in, and now it's got witch water in. It takes some time, but it slowly turns dark, and then you right click and you get soul sand. And then you can use that soul sand in your sifter. And I'll go into this one here. And you can get things like nether quartz, you can get glowstone and nether wart, and it's all quite useful. Right, so other things that I did. I can't remember if that was another disc rack I added. Basically, I'm starting to get an awful lot of discs. I'm getting to the point now where an AE system would be quite useful. But failing that, I've done a little bit of work over here as well. So this was today's. So I just need to lock these two. Yeah. So we've now got a barrel for each broken ore, because the chest was getting very, very full. And so yeah, I've added those, and that's also linked into the flint and the quartz barrels as well now, because I do get quite a lot of flint. So, and flint was filling the barrel as well. So yeah, that's that. I did a few little bits just on bragging rights. So I've done some of the interior decorator ones. I've also done some of the vanilla ones, like the clock and the minecarts and the like. I'll slowly sort of move through those, probably off camera. You don't need, you've seen those being made time and time again. Speaking of, I'm just going to make one of them very quickly, because I can do that. And I probably need that for another build later on. So that's another one done. The beacon is the only one that's really going to cause me trouble. But yeah, anyway. Other than that, yeah, just kind of moved through a few of these. There's a farm up and running now with some very basic power system, and there's some conduits down there as well. I'm putting in a second pulverizer system down here because it'll be near the power supply. I need another pulverizer, and then a sieve, an autonomous activator there, a sieve there, and then the chest with the hopper system there, and that will get me dusts. Essentially, that's what I wanted to do. I'll probably put the power line in behind there. So hopefully I'll have enough redstone to do that one. Other than that, oh, I found this. So, we had a node. So I did a bit of Thorncraft stuff as well. So that's 100 earth ore node, which is pretty good. I would have preferred an order one, but I can make do with an earth one. I can't see any others out there though. Looking through the glass, you should be able to see nodes, and as you get further away, they get smaller and smaller. So just looking, and you can see that through objects. Okay, so there's one there. Let's wander over now to see what that actually is. Actually, that was a silly idea, wasn't it? There we go. I need some stone. All my stone is currently going in there. Okay. I've got autonomous activators now, 2 of them, on the crucibles. So that's making me lava, and I swapped out the steam dynamo that was there for a magmatic one. So that's just going to keep me well supplied with power now for that system. Right, let's see if we can find. So where was that? There it is. Looks like water. But, let's have a look. Wander out. Oh, and I did make an iron sword as well. Because of the blaze that I need to make. Actually, that might be an order one. That would be pretty awesome, because from the mob grinder I get a lot of aspects, a lot of various aspects, and I can actually charge a wand by just killing things. And it does help that I do have the capacity to charge a wand using the mob grinder. But the one thing that I do have trouble with is getting order from the mobs. So having a node that does order, I think that's actually air. Let's have a look. Yeah, so that's air. So that's 100 air. That's still not bad. I'll just build a small platform there. I am also building a platform over the top slowly to give me a little bit more space for the smelteries. I'm going to build several more smelteries, one for each type of ore, and then I'm going to pipe that ore directly up somehow. I'm not completely sure how yet, but I'll probably do it in the same way that sort of like an AE system rather than pipes. I think that would probably work a lot better. I'm also just going to put a few torches along here just to stop mobs spawning. Okay, that should do for now. So let's start making something, shall we? First thing I need to do is just do that. Right, so we have nodes. What else do I need to do? Right, let's do this one over here. So for this system round here, oh, this is a mob grinder as well in here. It's using cursed earth, and it's being powered by stuff. Don't know how stuff gets into that one, but well, it's getting me a good amount of various little bits and pieces. The pulverized obsidian I just put in there. Yeah, so let's have a look to see what my system has got me so far. There we go. Right, so I have one piece of, yeah, that's not going to be good enough. Let's put that in there. Get some sand going. This is a little bit of a problem because I really don't have the resources to make that stuff on this run. Now let me think about this. That would get me gravel. That would get me sand. I would probably have the materials to make the autonomous activator, or I could pinch one. That would be the sieve, and I should be able to make the vacuum hopper that leads into there fairly easily. So that would be a pulverizer, that would be an activator, that would be a sieve, that would be the chest. I've got some iron on me, so I can make a hopper. Actually, I need 2 hoppers, don't I? Thank you. Right, so the hopper will go on top of there like that. I will run a conduit out of there and then down the back of here, so it'll be running along to there. If I take that one and I see if I can hunt down a piece of obsidian, then I think we'll be in business. I've got loads of iron in there. I need to get one of those pipes. Just automate that as well. In fact, I don't really need lava. I need this one more. So what I do is I do that, and I do that, I do, where's my lever? So lever on the side, hit it with the hammer, wrong hit. Hit it with a hammer, and that will now make me a reasonable amount of iron, reasonably automatically as well. Right, where were we? Obsidian is what we needed. Because I need to empty that so that I can get some lead and some copper in, so that I can beef this system up a little bit and get lava all the way around. So what else do we need? We needed a sieve. Or was it that I called it a sieve or something? Let's make a whole load of that stuff because I'm going to need a fair amount of it. Hunt around in these chests. There we go. So that makes me a sieve, I believe. Yeah, so that's the sieve. I need one. So I need one more pulverizer. What's hitting me? Oh no, it's bleeding in there. There we go. Right. And now I have blood. I assume in, yeah, I do. That's not particularly helpful. Unless I can make blood ingots, but I doubt that somehow. Right, so where were we? So that sieve I can just stick in place. So sieve goes there, so we'll have the hopper there, which means I need to find the obsidian. I should have a piece lying around. I think I made a little bit too many. Oh, there's a piston there. That would have been useful a while ago. In that case, I can make another autonomous activator. And I'll put it in this one. I need a chest. There. That goes there, and then I just need to grab emeralds and a couple of diamonds. I mean, technically, actually, something that I could do, get another diamond and make the solar generator from open blocks, I think it is, which would give me a huge amount of power. I do quite like the solar generators because I don't usually like solar generators as a general rule, because I think that it's a very easy way of getting a lot of power without doing a lot of work. But the way that the solar generators work in, I think it's open blocks, extra utilities. So they have two modes. They can either gather energy or transmit it. So you can't gather energy and transmit it, which means that there is a certain amount of you kind of thinking about. So, for example, I would always set it up so they transmit their power at night, because at night they're not going to be gathering solar energy. but in the day they switch back over to the gather mode. So during the day they're not actually going to be producing any power for the machines, but they are going to be storing it, and I quite like that system. Now that is now making me dust. Let's take out all this gravel. So that's going to make me the dust, and that should get me the redstone that I need. Should being the operative word. I need a couple of them. I need one more sand. Got sort of sand in there, yes. And I've got the iron to do it. So that's going to make me the final machine that I need. Running a little bit low on running a little bit low on wood, since I got rid of that because the creepers were spawning under it. Okay, so that makes me a machine frame. I've done the recipe wrong, obviously. I need a couple of gravel. A couple of flint from there. Piston goes on the top, so I need a redstone for the piston and 2 redstone for the thingy. You know the thingy I'm talking about. So piston there. Piston goes on top. I also need a couple of copper. Dust. There we go, and that will go into the furnace. So that's the copper for either side from there, and so I just need that one more redstone. For goodness sake. Do the dust. Actually, I can do that. Oh, that's because, yeah. Okay, so that's gonna now be doing all the dust. I should get a fair amount of redstone just because I'm doing quite a lot of dust. I'm so close to getting a reasonable amount of automation. There was a piece of redstone that I needed. The tricky part of Agrarian Skies is getting the automation set up. So for your first quite a while, you're surviving pretty much. You don't have an awful lot of automation. The only automation will be basically gravity. So you know, getting you kind of get your first setup sorted out, and then you kind of need to use workarounds to get that system running properly. But yeah, it's going along quite nicely now. I really don't like walking on those sides. Oh god, there's a creeper. New sword. This sword is awesome. So it's an iron sword with a bone haft, and I've got, I think it's 3 luck, fiery and bane of arthropods on there. So dangerous to spiders, dangerous to pretty much everything else. It's got a reasonable attack damage on it as well. I basically got it because I was trying to get a blaze, and I had a blaze egg. Funny story actually. So I had this blaze egg, and so I thought, oh, I know what I'll do. I've got a space to put it. So I spawned the blaze in there, and it promptly set fire to the tower. So that was interesting. Nice bit of fun. Something fun to deal with, frantically trying to put out all the fires. I killed the blaze, and I didn't get the blaze rod, rather annoyingly. So yeah, no blaze rod for me yet. I need 6 of that. I might need to make some lead actually. Well, while that's doing that, I can see if I can hunt down the... Oh, there's some coal there, that would be useful. I'll grab some lead as well. Actually, what do I need for conduit? I cannot remember. I need 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a little bit wasteful, but doesn't really matter. Got a reasonable amount of automation now, so that it doesn't really matter that I'm wasting components. Right, obsidian was what I was going to be looking for. I think I'm going to have to make a little bit. Just need to make 1. It's gone. Where's it gone? It's probably gone into this one. So I'm just going to wait for it to appear. There it is. Right, so we've got the obsidian, we've got that one, we've got that one. That makes us a vacuum hopper. Actually, have I? Oh, actually I can scan the clock. No, I haven't scanned the vacuum hopper. They give me loads of good things. Actually, I can show you something kind of cool. In a second, so I'll do that. So that's the item output. Right, so the Thaumonomicon. I think I've kind of glossed over this. So you don't click on these items to get research notes anymore, or not in this version. You click on them to unlock the items straight off. So I'm just seeing if I've got any that I can unlock. There we go, paving stone of travel. I'm going to unlock that. And there it is. So I can now make that. I don't need to do research notes for that. Which is kind of good, in a way, because otherwise I suspect you'd spend quite a lot of time on research notes rather than the fun stuff. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I know what that bone needs. I can actually do some bee stuff. Oh yeah, I got some rather good bees. Sorted out. So one of the rewards was the Aprist. I got the entire Aprist set, which was quite good because I also got Oblivion bees and Infernal bees. So there's my Oblivion Princess and Infernal Princess as well. I've got each of those, so that would be very useful later on. I'll have to set up a bee area, probably be top deck and a little bit down there somewhere, because there's some items like there's some yeah, basically there are some items which allow you to ignore certain aspects of the bee requirements. So things like, you know, well, we've got flowers, so that doesn't really matter, but things like whether or not it's raining, whether or not they're in a harsh biome, things like that, you can actually ignore them, which is going to be very useful because obviously the biomes that we've got are very limited. I didn't mean to drop that lever there. Right, what else needs to be done? Hopefully, while I've been rambling on, we've almost got the redstone we need. It's so difficult. Come on. There we go. The redstone we need. Okay, so let's put it in there. We need lead. We also need a piece of sand. Wait for this one to cook. this will allow me to cause more trouble. Essentially, you know, that's pretty much what it's all about, really, isn't it? Causing trouble. And so that will go in there. That's the tricky bit. I don't have enough, do I? I'm one conduit short. Let's nick that one. Right. So now I can set this up. Make sure that this is all set up. So we got. So that gets gravel. That's getting power out of there, that's good. So that's getting the gravel, that will get sent through to that one. Yeah, that's right. And then it goes into there, and so on and so forth until it gets into there. And then that's making our dust, which means that I can put that one back to making gravel. I don't really need to sift sand, because the sorts of things that you get out of sifting sand aren't really that useful. Round robin use. Yeah, and that's doing gravel like that. Right. So that's now back to making gravel. That one's making dust, and that's going to be really, really useful now. So I've got good amounts of various dusts there. So that will basically be my redstone maker now. Another thing that I'll just quickly do is get this set up so that I've actually got a proper sort of setup for making things. So stick in a crafting table. I'll stick in a crafting station as well, and just stick in another chest. Put that as a double chest for now. So that'll be, so yeah, that's, I think, that for the moment. Other things need to be done. So yeah, pretty much this is all I'm doing. I'm just upgrading systems now. Nothing too drastic. I'd quite like to get some elevators in. I also want to get, as I said earlier on, multiple smelteries, and they'll all be up here. And also finish that, so we've got the infusion, space for infusion stuff there. Build up the blood magic thing and that sort of stuff. Okay, let's see what I've got in my quest book. So that I need a blaze for, that I need to smit conduits. I think what I might do next, strangely enough, is actually do this one here. I've now got the resources to do this, and there are some things that I will need to do later on, where actually this will be really useful to have one of each of these machines. So things like the nullifier, the terrain smasher, all of these types of things I'm going to need for other quests anyway. I think there's one, which one is it? The glacial precipitator. Yeah, something else that I did. So yeah, the glacial precipitator is actually needed for another quest, and then you do need to hand in ice. Yeah, this is what I did. So the way that you get certain shards is by hitting blocks with a hammer. Now, I am actually in an ice biome, so I didn't need to make a glacial precipitator for this, because I can just make ice. So I made this pool, and I can fish in it if I want to, and yeah, it's quite nice, really. Might even expand it a little bit. In fact, let's do that now. Have a nice big, sort of almost like a mini ocean. There's not really any point to it. I mean, yeah, you know, I can get shards out of this, and then it just automatically makes the ice again. There you go, got a shard. Oh, got 2 shards, yay. And that will be useful for when I make sort of multiple multiple of these things. Right. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to nip off for a second. I'm going to decide what I need to do for the rest of this episode, and I'm also going to see how long this episode has been going on for. Okay, it's been going on for half an hour now, so I will wrap this episode up. Next episode, I will actually be doing some building lots of machines and completing some quests and doing crazy things, probably. Well, okay, reasonably crazy things. So, that note, I will say thank you for watching, and I will... What the hell is that? What is that? It's this vast block of green stuff that's appeared. What's... Is that a... What? Okay, I'm really confused. I think that's coming from the... Oh! It's something that the precision sledgehammer has done. What? I don't understand this at all. It shows... I didn't know that this was an overlay. Ah, okay. So it actually shows sort of grounds for us. I don't understand this at all. I'm gonna reload this, but thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.